Hey, I am back with another part. Yeah. So we're gonna start off where we left off. We left off in a scene break. Let's continue. 2 days later, Naruto finds himself watching it. No, that's not it. Nope, 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 nope. Wait a minute. There we go. Yeah, found it. Tenten arrived in the training that she used with Yofi, but she found that Yofi wasn't there at all. In the fact, there was another woman. She had black hair that was tied in a simple ponytail and black eyes. She was dressed in a black shinobi outfit. Who are you? Tenten asked. You must be Tenten, right? The woman asked. Tenten nodded. My name is Lane Fan. Lane Fan, yeah. Yofi is out on a few missions and she asked me to help you continue your training, Lane Fan said. Oh, nice to meet you, Tenten said. She still hasn't met all of her clan, even after living there for a couple of weeks now. There seems to be a lot of kusanai around or out on missions. Well, now let's begin. As I said, my name is Land Fan. My job is a bodyguard and protection. My likes are shrimp, fried rice, and steamed dumplings, as well as watching fireworks and doing crafty. My dislikes are pushy and rude people, those who barely their friends to get ahead, and the people who kill for fun of it. As for my goals, and dreams, they ain't really goals or dreams. I just want to be the best Kunai clan member I can be, and never fail in guarding the Uzumaki under my care, Linfan said. It was now Tenten's turn. My name is Tenten Kazagai. My likes are steamed dumplings and Chinese food. I also like fortune telling too. My dislikes are pick blossoms and good. Now Yofi has filled me in on what you've been working on. We're still unsure where to place you. You're either be a bodyguard or assassin, though you can do both. I am here to see if you learn one of the other. As you know, my main job is a bodyguard, Li Fen said. So Li Fen and Tenten sparred, and that's when Tenten noticed something about Li Fen. She brought it up beginning their break. Excuse me, Lathan. I noticed something when we were sparring. Your left arm. There's something different about it, Tenten said. You noticed, Lathan said, as she held her left hand. Tenten nodded. Lathan removed the top of Tenten, and Tenten saw that Lathan's left arm was made of metal. I lost my arm while I was protecting an Uzumaki. I thought my role as protecting was over till I was given a chance. A woman gave me this arm. It was called Automel. A prosthetic arm made of chocolate metal, so I can still perform jutsus, Linfen said. Tenten was amazed as she stared at the metallic arm. She had never seen a thing like it before. Well, let's get back to work. I can't tell Yofi that you've been slacking, Lofin said. Tenten was breathing hard, sweating, dropping off her face. Lanfen was working on her hand. She thought Yofi worked on her to the break of beyond, but it seemed Lanfen was watching to push her even further. At the moment, Lanfen was putting her through her pieces through a cosmic cause with a twist. She had a kunai, occasional kunai, and shuriken at targets that she was through the cross. It didn't help that Leafin threw small leads, faint bin bags at her. If she showed or missed her target, the course was increasing her speed, and decidedly in flexibility and stamina. Take a rest now, Leafin said. Ten fell on her butt, totally exhausted. Her hands felt so numbed. And she didn't think she can't even pick up a kunai or shuriken. Here, Leafin said as she tossed a water bottle at Ten. Ten catched it through. She was white since her arms were standing. She took a deep drink, not even thinking what was in it, since she assumed it was just water, but it wasn't water. That was for sure. It didn't taste disgusting, but different. She looked at the water bottle with a curious look. Like it. The medical team, they're created to help and change our batteries faster. It also helps maintain and smooth tired and overworked muscles. It's not a cure at all, but it does help, Leafin said. It's different, Ten said as she drank a little more, feeling the effects and the drink already. Just be glad that that's how it tastes. When it was beginning to taste, it tastes horrible, Leafin said as she scalded her face as she remembered. Ted didn't even want to think about what this tastes like before. Seemed break. What the hell? With this freaking rabbit, screamed. This is very troublesome, shook him outside tightly. Choji was breathing hard as sweat dripped from his bow. He felt like he was going to knee over any moment now. He had been pushed this patiently before, and that increases in the tuning exams includes that. Team 10 were in the middle of the capture pick mission, and though they were doing a bit better than Team 7, they are still having a really hard time catching the rabbit. They are taking a small break from their entrance chase of the furry capture. They would swear that this rabbit was more annoying than even to catch Hona mission in Konoha. Punk then appeared and waited patiently for Team 7 to look its way. When it winked its butt and shook its ponytail, turning it to the shinobi. I'm going to kill that rabbit, and Choji, you're going to have that rabbit scroll. Screamed. Shikamaru closed his eyes and sighed. Choji agreed with that rabbit screwed tonight. Scene break. Asama was in the viewing room and the other new Whirlpool shinobi who were placing bets on his team and how long it will take for them to catch Punk among our other bets. Naruto sat next to Amazing to invent on the screen. Around him is Asama, and there was some sound or laughter as other ninja laugh at Team 7's punt. I can't believe you bet on this, Asama said as he watched over new Whirlpool shinobi and Konoichi placing their bets on how long his team will take to catch Punk. Hey, we all need ways to relax, and since we ninja love grabbing, and why not? Naruto said as he shivered. I guess, Asama said. We will make a winger on your team, Naruto asked. What kind of winger? Asama asked curiously. Oh, just if your team catches Punk in the civilian amount of time when I see if I can talk to my aunt and getting you and your team better missions that's out of the village, Naruto said. Asuma muted over this, then nodded. Agree. What's the time limit? He asked. Scene break. Tenten dropped from exhaustion. Lin Fan stood over Tenten, not even wanted to win at all. Tenten thought her training with her Fumo sensei, Guy, was insane and all, but Lin Fan was a different level of crazy. A more furious crazy, and all that force was on her. Lin Fan had put her through her patience and focus bar. You got in a lot better than before, Lin Fan said dialing. This is insane. Tenten patted as she sweat dripping from her face. You need to work on your stamina, Lin Fan said. Tenten had been working into the ground once again. Lin Fan was a real survivor driver. Come on, you had enough of break. Time for round 2, Lin Fan said. Tenten just groaned as she slowly picked her body up. She swinged a little bit, then got her ankles balance back. She then got into a fighting stance, ready to spar against Lin Fan. She just hoped that she lasts longer than last time. Why are you panting, putting me through all of this? Tenten asked. Lin Fan looked at Tenten in the side. I apologize if you feel any remorse or brutal and ruthless, but the Kusanagi clan was a pretty good record of keeping the Uzumaki clan safe, and we worked ourselves senseless to keep that reunion. I know you are unsent to this, but you will notice the definitions of this training. When the time comes, you need to protect the Uzumaki, she said. Tenten just nodded, and the spar began. Scene break. Mika just sighed as she looked over all the goals she had seen in Naruto. So far, the list had Tamari of San on it. There was Samui in Como, but there are others too. Mika rubbed her forehead. Why does he have to attracted so many girls? She mumbled. Her mind tried to figure out a way to narrow the list down, but nothing was coming into mind. She needed to look up the Uzumaki laws for help. Scene break. Kurina and Hinata were in the Celine office. Hinata was a bit shocked since Celine decided to tell her why she was sent to the new Whirlpool. But I really don't like Naruto. I mean, he's nice and all, but I kinda like someone else, Hinata said as her cheeks turned a pink color. Kurina and I had a very good link in who it was. And who would that be? Celine asked in a very kind voice. Rio, she whispered. Ah, I see. This does not throw such a thing since your father wanted to marry between you and Naruto to protect you, Celine said. Minato frowned. She understood what her father was trying to do for her, but she just didn't have those kinds of feelings for Naruto at all. But I think I could find a way for all of this to work. Let me check on the things first, Celine said as she very familiar foxy smile on her face. Scene break. A few weeks later. So this is a bet? Celine asked with her raised eyebrow. Yeah, I bet the joining of Konoha team, if his team could catch Punk in a captured amount of time, they could have a mission out of the village, Naruto said. Celine sighed and massaged her temples. Come on, Auntie. They're alright, heck. They're a lot better than the last team. I think they would done enough too. They did all the missions you give them, and they did them well too, Naruto said. Fine, I read your response on them, and I guess the difference of chance. But I need to find a new Whirlpool Shinobi to go with you just in case, Celine said. What about Hideku Sensei? Naruto asked. He's out on missions, Celine said. Naruto just nodded. I found someone to go with you in the Konoha team, Celine said. Scene break. Tenten blinked. Am I going on mission? On a mission, she asked. Yes, Lei needs a joining to go on missions with Naruto since she doesn't trust the Konoha team they sent, Nathan said. But I was a Konoha nin, Tenten said. You were, but now you're part of the Kusanai clan and you're about to never could go against the clan, Nathan said. Tenten just nodded and aside them all the training she was getting, which was a lot. She was also getting lessons in her clan history. It was very blissful. She learned things she never knew before. Thankfully, she liked learning, and the classes she had were boring. Nice. Well, they were including that curious times, but the Kusanai clan member in charge always made sure you don't fall asleep to it. And if you did fall asleep when they held a very small point object, just make inches away from your head or other body parts, this made you stay awake. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, okay. This will be your first mission as a member of the Kusanai clan, so you can use all you have learned on this mission, but don't try anything that you feel uncomfortable using. Cautious. In the field happened when ninjas was taijutsu that they weren't prepared to use, Nathan said. Tenten just nodded. Good. I let Lady Celine that I could go. Then I give you the details on the mission, Nathan said. Scene break. Naruto stood there with Team 7. They were waiting for Lin Fan and Tenten. They soon arrived. Lin Fan, as soon as I heard you coming, I got excited. It's been a long time since we've seen each other, Naruto said with a smile. It's good to see you too, Lord Naruto, Lin Fan said, bowing. Why is she bowing to him? Ino asked. Naruto is one of the last pure bloodline Uzumakis left. He's considered royal here, Tenten said. So he's like a prince? Ino asked. I guess, Tenten said with a shrug. Ino started looking at Naruto. She was looking at him for the first time. Shikamaru ground, he knew what was going through Ino's head. Choti just shook his head. Asuma pulled out a pack of cigarettes. But before he could pull one out, those death sparks out of the pack was kunai by kunai. Strike by kunai. Hey! Asuma countered as he dropped his pack. Those are going to kill you. Everyone turned and found Mika walking towards them. Mika, what are you doing here? Naruto asked. Just came to wish you good luck and hope you return safely, Mika said. Naruto smiled and hugged her, and she hugged him back. Right, let's get going, Leafin said. So Team 7, Naruto, Tenten, and Lan Fan head out. Scene break. The group moved quickly and silently. So what's the mission, Ino asked. To take out a bandit club camp that's growing. We must take it out before it grows too big and decides to attack larger targets, Nathan said. We should probably tell one another what our skills are so we know what's what, Asuma said. Excellent idea, Lan said. So they told one another that what can as they jump to trees, what they can do and jump. Why is it spelled like that? Jeez. Soon it was dark, and they had reached the camp. Okay, they're what we're going to do, Infant said. Scene break. That was easy, one bandit said. Yeah, I know. Ninjas are my ass, and they are pathetic, other one said. At least we were able to grab one of them, the third one said. I wonder how we could of get for her pretty little body. What the fuck? Nah, nah, no. Oh my fucking god. No. Anyways, the fourth ass as she in it. Oh my fucking god! I'm not even gonna read that. If she's fresh, then a hug slut load, and they looked at her. She is fresh. The fifth said. In the woods, just a little camp on Team 10, and the Uza team waited. Okay, so we're know the plan? Ethan asked. There was a gentle nod. Okay, I'm heading out to the common links, and the factory should already be sent. But if it isn't, then Dell it to 4.5. Lane's fan said as she held out a radios. Team 7, Naruto and Tenten checked on the common link before putting them on. Good. On my mark. Scene break. The band is starting to gather, look constantly bored. Man, this sucks. Why do I have to pull the freak spot saw? He mumbled to himself. He never noticed that Lin Fan snuck up behind him. She pulled out a sonar kunai and slat the guard's throat as she clumped in over his mouth to stop him from making sounds. Once she felt he was dead, she dragged his body into the woods. One guard down. Any others? She asked through the common link. There are no others. They must be very overconfident to only have one posted, Naruto said. It appears so, but keep your guard up, Nathan said. Right, they all said. Good, Nathan said. The dodge of metals weapons racing down on the banished club camp. This caused Sono and Temple as the barriers were surprised. Bandits were surprised, and a lot of them were cut up, and some were killed. But there was plenty of them still alive. Lanfan and Asuma stayed on the edge of the Lanfan, with Lanfan using her shadow clones to seal the perimeter to keep any bandits from escaping. She was letting the others to do their job, but ready to jump if needed. Scene break. Naruto led up an action as soon as the barrier was raising weapon in case he embatted. You brat, you die, he shouted. In your dreams, Naruto slammed in his spoof. He spawned a kunai. He shoved his kunai into the guy's chest. He then moved to his next opponent. Scene break. Tenten had a katana out as she hacked and smashed her way through the group of bandits. They were cut up, but nothing too serious to hurt them. Tenten was having fun since she was able to actually fight and not hold back. She did find she was faster than before. Huh? So all of that trouble actually helped me, she thought. Scene break. Team 10 were fighting, but not having a great time. Ino was keep being pushed back. Shikamaru didn't have the time to come up with a plan, and Choji was tiring. They just weren't full ready for this. Not to mention that when they looked to what Naruto and Tento were doing, they were They were seeing death up close. Scene break. Asuma, you better get there and save your team before they become slaughtered. Slamfan barked. Right, Asuma said. Lanfan was disleading that what she had seen of Team 7. She was disappointed what she had seen in Team 10. She had created some shadow clones to cover Asuma's spot. Scene break. Naruto wiped his bow as he finished other bandit. He had placed several seals on some of the bandits to summon them alive. Freeze them, paralyze them, or stab them in the mire area, and bowing off the limit of or two. He couldn't use a lot of seals since it was close requirements and he didn't want to harm his teammates, so he had to limit himself with the seals he could use. When I get back home, I'm going to make more seals that doesn't cause a wind blast of destruction, he thought. Scene break. Tenten was breathing hard as she tossed away her katana since it was broken. She unsealed the battle axe and got ready to fight again. Who's next? She asked. Scene break. Asuma smashed and killed the bandits in the front of the wild guards, his students. Team 10 wasn't that, as they did what they could, not match. Ino threw kunai at the bandits, but only cutting, not killing them. Shikamaru was doing his best to keep his head as he helped Ino with Choji doing the same, as this was real life lesson for Team 10 and growing expansions that attire make for their break time. Scene break. The final bandit fell and it was time to check up things. The small dead bodies made Tenten very nauseous. They went to the nearest bunches and neared their guts out. Your team never had their first kill? Linfen asked with a frown. No, Asuma said, shaking his head. Linfen shook her head and left. Meanwhile, Naruto and Tenten were looking through the tents for anything valuable. Naruto was going through one and he found a girl unconscious. He checked her pulse and found she was alive when he noticed she was wearing a headband and what symbol was on the headband. Crap, he mumbled and then created a clone. Scene break. You did a good job, Tenten, Linfen said. Did I? Tenten asked. Yes, you kept your head and did your job well done, Linfen said. Tenten nodded and a bit stunned her head in hearing this. Linfen might have been a problem, the Naruto clone said. What is it? Oh, sorry. Linfen, we might have a problem, Naruto's clone said. What is it? Linfen asked as she frowned. Come on, take a look, the clone said, mumbling them to follow. Linfen and Tenten did. They got to the tent the real Naruto was in. The clone disappeared. To go a Lonin, Naruto said. Well, shit. Ain't this something? Tenten said. Is she still alive, Naruto? Linfen asked. Yes, she is, Naruto said. Any injuries? Linfen asked. Not at all. I can tell, but I don't know about mental, Naruto said. Alright. Linfen pouted for the moment and sighed. We will take her back with us and give her medical treatment and then contact the waterfall, I think. Lawa. About their missing Konoichi, she said. Are you sure? Tenten asked. No, but it will be cruel to leave her like this, Linfen said. So Naruto picked up Konoichi up and carried her out. They then meet up with Team 10. Who is she? Ino asked. Just a caption, Linfen said. Scene break. Back in New Whirlpool, the Lakonichu was in the hospital while Leafin, Naruto, and Tenten were in Celine's office, and she had to dismiss Team 10s after congratulating them on their first mission out of the village. Leafin, did you decide to bring back the Linen? Lawa Lin? Celine said. I did. What I thought was right at the time. I didn't bring myself to kill a unnamed Konichi, even if they are law. I couldn't leave her either, Leafin said. I was hoping to keep the Laughlin Bridge build longer, but I guess that was not possible anymore. I shall contact them right away, Celine said with a heavy sigh. Auntie, how do you think they will react to knowing that Nuvopo is still alive? Naruto asked. That I don't know, but I will increase security at the way around. Increase security around, Celine said. Naruto nodded. I hear you did a very good job on your first mission as a new Woponin 1010, Celine said. Yes, Lady Celine, 1010 said, standing up straight. Good job. I look forward to seeing your progress. Dismiss, Celine said. Scene break. Naruto went by the hospital to check on the lawman, Nin. He found Mika exiting the room. So how is she? He asked. She's fine. I think she was drugged for the time. She was with them to keep her from escaping. She had a bump in the head, but she been healing. Other than that, nothing else. Or out. She was lucky, Mika said. Naruto just nodded. Can I see her? He asked. Sure, Mika asked, then left to make her rounds. Naruto entered the room and found the Lanin laying there. Who are you? He asked. Okay. I think this is where I'm gonna end it. So, bye bye.